How are you all doing, YouTube? Welcome back to the program. Did David Schwartz just reveal the true price of XRP? Yes, exactly. We're going to review it because what he put and then promptly removed may have revealed a piece of information that alters our understanding of Ripple's ultimate goal. Additionally, this could be quite significant if it relates to the current actions of the Fed, BlackRock, and ETF markets. Before we get started, please press the thumbs up and subscribe button if you haven't already. YouTube will promote this content more if we receive more thumbs up. For those of us who create material, it is the highest accolade. This is where we're going to start. The revelation that will set the whole thing off. A 50-point rate cut in December is now supported by 7 of the 12 members. Yes, exactly. It's more than a gentle landing signal. It's a clear invitation for liquidity to return to the cryptocurrency market. Risky assets rip as interest rates fall. Stocks rise, but cryptocurrency? Yes, exactly. Crypto goes completely haywire. The worst part is still to come. Because Bitcoin takes the lead when the Fed loosens. You aware of what XRP does, though? It speeds up. We are discussing institutional funds, searching for rails that settle instantly and move quickly. I assume you understand what that entails, because this is when things start to go strange. That's Ripple's playground. Last night, David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, tweeted that he is at least the CTO till the end of the year. Go Weaving, I owe you $74.24 for recording my new voicemail, he says. Then he removed it. XRP Twitter is perceived as a joke. You already know that we went crazy. Why? You see, David Schwartz never shares random numbers on social media. In 7424, are they expressing, or is he attempting to convey, a coded clue to the true value of XRP? These Ripple insiders out here have been making fun of the post-regulatory clarity pricing for years. See, it's conjecture. Yes, I completely understand that tinfoil hat stuff. But what do you know? This closely matches several internal models for XRP's price point that have been used by those who are now employed at BlackRock. Since things become fiery if this relates to what's happening in the ETF world, we'll also talk about that. Following that, this article appeared on xrprightnow.com. Take a look. This is the only news website you should be aware of. Every day, 10 to 15 articles covering the most recent and significant news are provided. I apologize, but the title was XRP Price Mega Breakout Targeting $5, and it goes down and goes over, and look at the chart. This was put by Milky Bull. The technicals on XRP are begging for a breakout, so let's take a moment to discuss this. Unless the demand for a spike to $5 body ended the year, which would position us for a fantastic first quarter of 2026. You have the traditional reversing arrangement, which is a cup and handle pad informant. The largest buying pressure since the 75% rise early this year, around the summer, is seen in your chain data. If you recall that, those ETFs are starting to come to life. The DTCC listings currently display 9 ETFs that are prepared for launch. When you couple that with a Fed pivot, you get the ideal storm. Keep in mind that I'm going to show you the canary. They might launch at any time. If I had to guess, Wednesday would be the day when the ETF goes online. All of the indicators that we observe are flashing in one place, indicating that XRP is loaded. This includes your technicals, on-chain, and institutional. Let's also take a moment to look back. Right here's Chris Larson, co-founder of Ripple in 2019. He predicted that XRP would eventually become the foundation of value transfer by capturing global liquidity. Price, he said, was more than mere conjecture. In reality, utility scaling was at issue. And when you consider that in light of the adoption of ISO 2022, bank mergers, and interest in ETFs, it seems as though we are now witnessing the thesis come to life. Pay attention. Within the clients, which essentially led to a deeper and deeper relationship with those clients in order to boost transaction volumes and the network's usefulness. In my opinion, XRP is more closely related to Bitcoin and Ethereum than it is to the whole market. Yes, it's anybody's visitors, I wouldn't even attempt an estimate on that, there are a lot of problems that arise, and that kind of caused the customers to go deep. We're going to Robbie Mitch's neck evaluation since we heard Chris there, which is really intriguing. First, though, if you haven't signed up for the newsletter, click the link below to do so. It is completely free. Click Join Newsletter, enter your email address, Check your inbox and confirm that you would like to receive these emails when they are sent out. And if you're feeling lost in the midst of the crypto craziness, schedule a call with me. We can talk for 30 or 60 minutes, depending on your preferences. You'll receive a personalized plan based on your objectives and clarity on how XRP fits into your portfolio and willingness to take risks. We'll discuss and go over it, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I've spent 8 years here. I've made my way through these markets. This is my third bull run. The finest investment is in yourself if you're prepared to go deeply, if you want to quit speculating and gain some insight. And now we arrive to this. This is Robbie Mitchneck, is currently employed at BlackRock, having formerly worked at Ripple. His XRP worth was this. We return to David Schwartz, and this is where things start to get interesting, as well as that tweet regarding the 74 to 70-something XRP, correct? Robbie examined both the best and worst case scenarios while working on an XRP price review at Ripple. BlackRock, the same BlackRock that hosted Ripple's big event, is where he is now. He said this in a high estimate. Keep in mind that this was in 2018, before Ripple had all of these institutional validations, partnerships, and ETFs. His bottom end was $6.37, and he predicted that XRP would be around $32. This is before the ETF. This is prior to the Fed turnaround. It is prior to the rollout of ISO. Include all of those and discuss the shorts, which are deleted posts and worth roughly 74 XRP. It no longer sounds like a meme, does it? When XRP actually turns into a liquidity bridge, it sounds like the ultimate game, the endgame value that Ripple's ecosystem may potentially achieve. This leads us to Eric Trump's prediction regarding Bitcoin. Look, Eric Trump, you are aware that he is a member of the party. He claims that within the next 50 days, Bitcoin will soar. I've lived here since 2017. So at the end of the year, I've witnessed it firsthand. With leverage, XRP will follow when Bitcoin breaks out. Now let's hear what Eric has to say. And the future is amazing. There is hope for the future. The future is amazing. And for a variety of reasons, I believe that this year's fourth quarter will be extraordinary. Thus, this isn't simply another cycle, you see. It appears that I have been discussing the institutional phase. This is the bull run's institutional component. Here's where your big money comes in. They get a job, and then a utility starts. Because we were the first in history, the institutions are going to be our supporters and will be advertising our bags. You may claim that you arrived to a market before the establishments did. It is really uncommon to say that. Therefore, everyone, fasten your seatbelts because this next run, or as you say, the one we are in, may make 2021 appear to be a warm-up before the smoke drops because everyone is sleeping on this piece of infrastructure. ISO 2022 was just confirmed by TD Bank. It's not merely an improvement, it's a fresh approach to international digital payments. Additionally, they expressly cited Ripple as a technological method to interbank transfers in their article. That isn't conjecture, that's recognition. Ripple is being acknowledged. They don't appear to be recognizing any of the other blockchain businesses or even the cryptocurrency that might be at play here. It's a great compliment. ISO 20022+. According to Ripple, XRP may serve as the link between your blockchain settlements and traditional finance. This is the true definition of worldwide interoperability. I want to bring you over to this paper, which is another one of theirs that discusses the Canary XRP ETF and how they worked with over 100 institutions and 10 banks there, including Bank of America. Morningstar is now airing this live. It isn't trading yet, as you can see, but this is what everyone is missing. Canary is now ready to go live at any moment. Waiting for the 20-day countdown to begin is not necessary. And to terminate. Don't have to wait for the SEC's approval just because they submitted an application. I think it was similar to the 8A. This is prepared for use. If I had to guess, Wednesday would be the day it goes live. Keep in mind that Tuesday is Veterans Day. We are grateful to all those who have served or are currently serving. I hope you had fun. Please give it a thumbs up before leaving, and as always, please subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all there.